I remembered hearing about this model agency in the 60s that was called English Boy, and it was sort of upper class English wastrels and boys, And I thought, God, that sounds good. And the whole thing of those young men wearing their girlfriend's clothes, but David Bowie wearing a tiny undersized jacket or Angie's shirts, or Keith Richards he wore a lot of Anita's clothes and she'd dress him. So I was interested in that whole kind of crossover. And I've always been interested in menswear, but boys wear, like how that kind of bit where boys and girls cross over, but it's not at all neutral, it's full of charge. When I was looking through this book, and in the corner I saw the date, and the font was kind of good, but it literally was that big. And so the way I always worked before, I still do it, but I had an old photocopier. And so I would draw something, blow it up, stick it on, turn a jumper inside out, stick it on and have a look. And then, so I got this 1970 and stuck it on. And I thought, yeah, the white looks quite good as well. It looks kind of punky, and it reminded me of the idea of things like, I don't know about 1970, but it feels like things happened then. It's just sort of evocative. So the white stripe I noticed was very flattering, and it reminded me of Coco Chanel, who said a string of pearls throws light on a woman's face. And I thought, well, this white stripe is like a punk version of a string of pearls. And for some reason, 1970 seems to resonate. People feel like attached to it, whether they're young people who've never heard of 1970, or people who were born then, or people who grew up in the 70s.